What's up? What's happening?
No way are we done, Jack.
Dude,
We're just getting started.
Can I tell them, please?
Yeah.
We're doing a super special episode today. DMT Reviews is breaking down every millisecond of the Shang-Chi trailer right here, right now.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me pull that up.
JK, that'll just be the beginning of the show, but it's good. It's looking dope, dude.
Actually, you know what? Let me run and get the iPad.
Yeah,
we need the iPad.
Let me talk.
I'm just gonna superimpose it on the video.
Let me just ruin it for people that haven't seen it yet. We're talking lots of Mandarin. Okay, he's got 10 rings. He's got 10 rings, but they're not on his fingers. Okay, they look super dope. We got Fing Fang Foom. We got a dragon in the water. You know, what does that mean? We got a giant lion thing smashing people into buildings. We got freaking Shang-Chi wanting to change his name but being unable to run from his destiny. We got Aquafina, and we've got the Abomination.
Timothy Roth
Battling what appears to be Wong?
at least some wizard.
Looks like Wong, man.
It's some wizard.
Yeah, and I don't know if they were trying to be cheeky or coy, because if that was Wong, and they did make a big deal of it, but it was like so clearly Wong, but I don't know if it was Wong. I don't know.
I'm just praying that it's just some general wizard. You know?
Yeah, well, the Abomination's probably going to kill him.
Well, yeah, exactly.
What if the Abomination just kills Wong at the beginning of Shang-Chi?
He doesn't even show up in fucking Doctor Strange 2.
Just done. Yeah.
Now I gotta do
Also, if you, I don't know, I saw like a picture of the Abomination. He's got the ears.
Yeah, he's got
He's got pants on.
the fucking
The fins, yeah.
frills like
Yeah.
the Dilophosaurus.
So Tim Roth is in Shang-Chi.
He better be.
What if, yeah, I mean, isn't that crazy? Like Tim Roth, like, you know, you're like, is the Abomination coming back? Yeah.
13 years later.
And the next movie he shows up in is Shang-Chi.
For some fucking reason.
I can't wait for it, dude. I'm into it. I want it. I want it all.
I really got a kick out of the fact that, like, they didn't have to include that.
No.
And also, Fin Fang Foom is real.
Big boom.
Fin Fang Foom. Sure, we didn't get him with Iron Man.
No, we didn't get the beep-beep boop.
Would have been real interesting to see Robert Downey Jr. go up against these elements.
Just do the impression. Do it.
I was totally down for aliens. I was down for robot armies. Fighting a fucking dragon? Are you kidding me? I am Iron Man, not Harry Potter.
Oh, man.
Give me a break.
That's what he would do. That C word.
You know, I feel like the more I practice it, the better I get with my Robert Downey Jr. talking voice. But now I got to shout, "Give me a break!"
That's Shang-Chi where he's floating and he sees Fing Fang Boom. You just hear Robert Downey Jr.
Give me a break.
just in the water.
No, you hear Robert Downey Jr.
Am I running a bed and breakfast for biker gangs?
Fing Fang Boom's like, what?
What? Excuse me?
It'd be cool, man. I hope they fucking kill it. I hope this movie is
It's
as dope as it
gonna.
looks. Yeah.
It's gonna. Let me pull it up.
I
We're
hope
gonna
they just
analyze.
I hope they
this
just
thing.
freaking knock it out of the park.
We're gonna analyze this fucking thing.
And I only preface it because of who you've told me the writer is. I don't trust this guy.
Dave Callahan, I know.
Don't trust him.
I know.
His track record's bad, man. It's
Expendables.
again, quantity, quality, two very different things.
The fact that they did Mortal Kombat this year
they say-
and this movie is very scary.
They say a lot of writers take Adderall, but just because you're on Adderall and you write more doesn't mean you write better, you know?
Exactly.
The 10 rings gave our family power.
Oh, man, throwing rings.
If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
What do you think of this Mandarin, Sam? Looks like he's gonna have a huge part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy
Oh, and I
of
love
your
the music,
family.
too.
You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are
There's some
also
shots of the
your
actor who
father.
plays Shang-Chi where he looks exactly like Ronnie Chang, and it makes me laugh.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad I was right.
He's just a criminal who murders people.
10 rings, baby.
For how you speak to me, boy.
I thought I could change my name.
thought he
Start a
could.
new life,
Thought he could.
but I could never escape his shadow.
Oh, there's the lion.
Oh,
My son.
there's the fighting pit.
There's the cage.
Bing bang boom.
Oh, shit. So you gotta rise.
That's what you wanted?
See, you know what I think Dave Callahan did? He got hired to write both movies. He put all his energy into this and none of it into Mortal Kombat. There he is.
Thank you.
Look very Wong-ish.
You should just judging people by how they look.
He looked like a very thick Asian wizard, and there's only one of those that I've seen in the MCU. And he's one of my favorite characters.
But he's at the Sanctum. Why would he be in China doing this
Fighting
fucking
in a cage.
underground fighting
Maybe
pit?
they captured him. Who knows?
Jack, how would they
Wong is
capture
one-
Wong without Doctor Strange being there?
Wong is
Wong
one to
got
get himself
everybody
in a
to come
sticky
through
situation.
the portals.
Okay, I've seen a bit of Wong's track record.
Give me a break.
Come on.
You know, Doctor Strange's too busy hanging out with Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch. Wong's all bummed. He's like, oh man, he hangs out with
Nobody
all,
invited Wong to
he
the
hangs
party.
out with all the Avengers now.
I'm gonna douche.
Is Doctor Strange technically an Avenger?
Mm-hmm.
You think so? You know, Tony didn't do the thing to him.
Tony's dead.
Yeah, but he did it to Spidey. You know, he said, "You are an Avenger."
I don't know, Jack.
Yeah. Do you think Doctor Strange wants to be an
No,
Avenger?
he absolutely wouldn't want to be in
And
it.
what about the? I think Rocket and Nebula are the only Guardians that are actual Avengers. You know, I don't think any of the other ones count because they just. What does hanging out with them count? Does that make you an Avenger? Is that one girl in Age of Ultron, that doctor, is she an Avenger? Huh? Because she went to a party with them?
She's dead.
She's dead.
Yeah, didn't she die?
No, she's like the casket
Cradle, yeah.
cradle, yeah. And then
That's the last you see of her.
I think so, yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
I don't
She's
care.
an Avenger, dude. She's an Avenger.
No, she's not.
They're all Avengers.
So Stan Lee is an Avengers, an Avenger for hanging out with Captain America.
Yeah, yeah. He got fucked up with Thor.
The Warriors 3
Sure.
and Lady Sif are Avengers.
10,000%, dude.
Korg and Meek.
I mean, by proximity, every person in the MCU is an Avenger.
I mean, that's not far off from how it is in the comics. At some point or another, you're an Avenger.
I mean, the end.
If
of
you have
Endgame.
superpowers, you are an Avenger.
Yeah, no, it's you know, I just want to be an Avenger.
Jack, if you look into your heart, you'll see you'll have to do a lot more than what you're doing to be an Avenger, man. Hey, you know what? To even be like, what do the people at Avengers HQ do? They seem to have like a paramilitary squad there
Well, yeah, that's a good
running
point.
around.
Yeah,
I'd be one of them.
I'd hang out.
I'd count myself as an Avenger if
I'd,
I was
like,
one of them.
Imagine being like the guy who's like walking down the hall. You got like 10 minutes left to your shift.
I would be the janitor.
You're walking around and you like peek in a door and Vision and Wanda are having sex. And you're like, oh, I know. You know, you're the first one to see it. You're the first. You know, you go in there. You got like, oh, what else would be going down at that place? You know, you probably have Steve fucking jerking off to a picture to the locket of Peggy. Oh God,
Jack.
oh, no.
God save your soul. How dare you
How
think
does
impure spot?
How has Rhodey do it now? Rhodey's in big trouble, dude.
Oh, he's got a robocock, dude.
Oh, nice.
Also, there's a lot of paralyzed people who could still feel it.
That's true. That's fair. He got paralyzed in a pretty bad way. I mean, he did that.
Yeah. So did Peggy Hill. She wasn't done.
That is true.
She fell out of a full plane with
is
no
true.
armor.
Shit. Listen, dude, we got
Peggy Hill.
We got 2 big episodes to review today, so let's wrap up Shang-Chi with simple thoughts. That's all we need. Until the movie comes out, all we can do is get hyped.
I think Marvel's just gonna be a powerhouse of every type of genre of movie.
Yeah. Well, I think that's exactly it.
They are going kung fu. They've done
Yeah.
wizards and magic. They've done sci-fi and space. Their Star Wars was Guardians of the Galaxy. There you got Thor being fucking wild now.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I mean, it's a household name. I mean, he's a staple. He's He's like the mashed potatoes at dinner. You gotta have.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have.
If you don't have them, people get mad.
You know
Get
what?
upset.
I would go to say, I'm talking Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
You know, I would go so far as to say is that Spider-Man might actually be their whole turkey.
Oh, wait, so you're saying Sony's threatening to keep the turkey out of this thing?
Yes, Jack.
Dude.
Yes, Jack.
We need to burn them down. We need to take them out. Take out Sony.
What up, Sons?
Hashtag bring down Sony.
What up, Sons? I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
This is your camera.
Or bring the turkey. I don't know. Do the thing. I don't know. We don't want your business to fail, but if you're gonna deny us the drumsticks, you know.
Or the just sweet titties. Turkey breast is the best.
Are you talking about turkey or Tom Holland now?
Now we're talking about Tom.
Oh man, yeah, no, I'm excited. I don't know what they're gonna do going forward with this universe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be banana
We got a
balls.
lot to talk about. Speaking of,
I
'cause we
want-
got some hints.
Can we get one fucking trailer for Spider-Man yet? Soon. It'll be in front of fucking Black Widow for sure.
What if
For sure,
What
Jack.
if Green Goblin is the main character of Spider-Man, right? You know, because they say Willem Dafoe is supposed to come back and play Green Goblin and be the bad
Allegedly.
guy. That's the
IMDb
rumor.
doesn't even say rumored.
That's right, of course, but they don't say rumored for anything on there.
They
you know?
sometimes do.
Sometimes, but not for this movie. Not for this movie
Oh, yeah,
specifically.
no.
Yeah. That being said,
Because it's just rife with speculation.
can I say, what if that is the case? What if Green Goblin is the bad guy, but it's Dane DeHaan as Green Goblin?
God.
And he's like
Pew.
the Joker of the Dark Knight to
Pew.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
That would be disgusting.
Parker. Peter Parker. I need you to talk to Spider-Man. I need his blood.
Do you think Dane DeHaan regrets doing that movie?
I think everybody regrets doing that movie.
Yeah, that's probably true. Except Jamie Foxx, because now he gets to atone.
Yeah, he gets to bring his shit
He
back.
gets to fix it in a really, really good opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, because all we got are confirms. You got Doctor Strange, J. Jonah James, Max Dillon, Electro, Jamie Foxx, Alfred Molina, Dr. Octopus, Martin Starr, J.B. Smoove, and Hannibal.
Yep, I saw that.
All coming back.
Oh, jeez. JB and Hannibal better own like 60% of the movie.
it's just them observing everything and commenting on it. Damn. We've been teaching Spider-Man this whole time.
See that motherfucker? Is that Jimmy Fox? Jimmy Fox out there? He got sparkly powers.
I still can't get over in Amazing Spider-Man 2. He falls into that tank with the electric eels and starts getting bit by the eels and turning into Electro. And then it just has a close-up shot of his teeth and it fixes the gap in his teeth.
Yeah.
Like, that has something to do with electricity or electric powers or anything.
Is that a man with a octopus backpack? Octopus backpack on?
He's crawling around like a big old octopus.
Hey, what's going on here? These are some Sinister Six. This is Sinister Six fellas.
Sinister Six.
Jamie Smoove names the Sinister Six.
Sinister Six.
The Sinister Six. That's a
If
Sinister Six.
that happened, Jack, I mean, gotta just put that as number one.
It would be
The
pretty
best.
cool. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not worried about them fucking up the characters. You know, obviously Electro, Doc Ock, right? Then bring back Vulture, bring back Mysterio, say like he didn't die some way, somehow, right?
Well, and the other dude is Scorpion. He was Matt Gargan.
Bring in Scorpion, and then you could do Green Goblin, so that's 6.
Just
Or-
go Hobgoblin.
Sure, go Hobgoblin. Do that.
It doesn't matter.
And then-
it's still a goblin.
But I'm looking at a lot of, you know, projectile power. I'm looking at a lot of smart guys here. I'm not seeing a lot of muscle. You know who they could bring in?
I am that I know.
Get him in there, man. You didn't even get to see. It was like Infinity War. They had shots of the Rhino fighting Spider-Man in the trailer and none in the movie.
We had fucking vibranium rhinos in Wakanda. He could get some of that tech.
Dude. And then have just Paul Giamatti as like the guy that chimes in the background. You know what I mean?
Or Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, fuck. That'd be cool.
I'd be all right with Dolph Lundgren being the Rhino.
Secretly, that's been K5 because he's just been like, dude, wait till we drop this. Wait till.
I can't believe they wasted Sylvester Stallone on just some fucking Guardians guy.
Yeah.
Just some guy.
Yeah. I feel like those older actors are, I mean, now they will because, like,
I mean,
now
it's not quite as useless as Glenn Close. Like,
I would say, though, at that point when they
do you
got
know-
him to do that,
do you know how Glenn Close got cast in Guardians?
I think I've heard this story. But I
It
don't
came
remember.
across her table from her agent, and she only took it because of the money, because then she could retire and focus on doing smaller projects.
Oh, really? Hey, worked out
It's
for her.
like, hey, it's a means to an end, and I mean, she did a great job. You know who also did a great job? The chick standing to her right, our left, the audience, with the pad when they're in the control room, because she is just,
She's going, man. She
you know,
is.
imagine that day on set, Jack, being that actress.
Well, imagine that character's job and the reality of that. She is busy.
Yeah, she is making some moves on
And
that
also,
board.
Glenn Close's Nova Prime is a abusive boss. That is obvious.
They are slaughtering children.
children.
It's not my problem. Beep.
Let's talk about a guy who slaughters children, Sammy B.
I wish that's how we could have ended Zoom and FaceTime. Just
Beep.
yeah. Let's talk about. Actually, let's pause it real quick. I gotta pee. And we're back from the pee break. We both peed, and now we're gonna be low-keyed. Get it? Wrapping it around, straight comedy, folks.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Jack? Let's.
I didn't watch
let's-
them.
I almost forgot to watch this week's until last night. I'm like, oh shit, I can watch Loki.
Dude, here's the thing. I've watched the first one, I think 5 times now. Just by consequence of like people be like, have you watched it? I'm like, yeah, but I'll definitely watch it again. I've seen the second one 3 times now, I think, and I've watched this one, I think, only once. But is it? Yeah, no, they're all phenomenal. All of it is to say, I would watch all of them 5 times. Like it's not a problem. It's not a chore.
Yeah.
It is wonderful. These next 2 episodes, because like episode 1, all about Loki and what's going on with him and his, basically breaking him from Avengers Loki into what Loki would become.
It still blows my mind that that's the Loki we have.
Yeah, it's great.
It was Loki from way back then.
And it's so organic and it works so well because like if it had been like, oh no, Loki, he faked his death again when Thanos killed him, it would have Marvel would have lost me if they did that.
Yeah.
I would have been like, no, all right, now you're just grabbing for money.
And they would lose me again too if they got Robert Downey Jr. for time travel.
Exactly. No, but I mean they kind of did by reusing footage. But no, it's great because this version of, it's authentic. It works. It is that pivotal moment of Loki where he did end up going on a similar journey through Dark World of Ragnarok and 5 minutes of Infinity War.
Yeah.
But now we get to see him because it was all through like Thor's perspective. Like Dark World, it's, because Frigga dies, he's an asshole and then Frigga dies and that's the thing. And then Odin dies. Obviously his parents dying really changes him fundamentally. And he gets to go through that in episode 1 and blah, 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 blah. Now,
Yeah, in a real expedited fashion.
very expedited, but also very well executed for it being like quick and easy. And this is what's great about Marvel. They could just be like, oh yeah, go to the library and we'll just get some exposition out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have so much that we can just do it really quick. And like, we just need a cool way to present it.
Yeah.
Oh, get Owen Wilson with a red circle and put it as a hologram. Got it.
Got it.
Okay, sweet. We did it. And they did. And so episode 2, now this is, and we learned like, TVA and stuff. Episode 2 about hunting down this new Loki. Okay. This is the hunt. This is the movement of the plot,
Yeah.
right?
His enthusiasm to work for the TVA spiked because he's definitely on his way to being assimilated.
So we started a Renaissance festival, in the 80s in Wisconsin.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin. All my Wisconsin friends immediately like, oh, I've been there. And I was like, yeah, I haven't. But it's a
You
funny
have
name.
Wisconsin friends, Jack?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Jake's
out of
from
here.
Wisconsin. Shroud's from Wisconsin.
Don't tell me about these Wisconsinians.
Wisconsinians did. Badgers. No, none of them went to University of Wisconsin. Anyway, they show up. And my favorite line of the show is in this moment. This is why this scene is important. They go in, and they're at a Renaissance Festival, right? Everybody's dressed up.
By Kate Berlant.
Kate Berlant.
Hilarious.
Just the best line ever. They come in their, SWAT, TVA uniforms, and she's like, "You're dressed up wrong," and they just like ignore her and just walk forward. And
You're
she
at a
just-
Renaissance festival, you know.
yeah. They walk by, and she goes, "You know, some of us need this." That's my favorite line.
That was the best. That was the best.
You know, some of us need this.
No, I love Kate Berlant. She's hilarious. She's in one of the funniest, weirdest sketches in I Think You Should Leave season 1. She's got the house with all the Garfield stuff where they're having an intervention with somebody. And she's like, as the intervention's going on, I love she just like nudges the lady next to her. She's like, all Garfield.
So stupid, but so perfect. Oh man. So yeah, they go in, they find the tent with the variant and the problems, and they're like, oh shit, all right. And then surprise attack. They get attacked by the Loki. Using a method of attack to like absorb into other people and use them, right? Bada bing, bada boom, takes them all out. Gets the one girl, the leader, drags her out, right? And then titles up. You know, da, 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 da. I love the music of this show, by the way. Music is
Yeah,
fun.
dude.
Phenomenal.
So you should check out this group that I got turned on to recently called Salem, and it's was it Witch House Music or something like that. And I was listening to that when I was driving over to meet you at the coffee shop, and I was just like, this is like a cool vibe. It's very strange. She's like, you could totally tell they're Scandinavian, and it's very ethereal like vibe. And then Loki's music comes on. I'm like, that's the shit.
That's it,
It's
yeah.
exactly like that.
Interesting.
You know, it's
Cool.
actually really cool with like real cool low end beats to it.
Yeah,
it's really
Salem into it. Like
Salem.
It. Okay. Yeah, so then we go back to the TVA, and, Loki's getting a lecture from Miss Minutes. You know, she's like, hey, what's a red line event? And he's like, read jet ski magazines. He's not interested, you know? He's like, hey, tries to smack her, see if she, like, can feel it. She doesn't like that. She's jumping around.
That's like, are you alive or dead? A little bit of both, I guess. And then I saw a meme where it's like when she says that, it has a picture of Korg running up. It's like, piss off, ghost.
I mean, basically, he starts smacking. It's a fun little scene. Owen Wilson, Mobius shows up.
Mobs.
He says, hey, stop reading my ski magazine.
Hey,
okay?
leave my jet ski magazine alone,
We gotta
man.
go.
We gotta
okay?
go.
We got
We're
an
trying to
event.
find the variant.
Yeah. So they go, they get the rundown of what happened. They go to the Renaissance Festival. They show up. No Loki, right? Oh, shit. What's going on? They start analyzing the tent. They start looking around. And Loki's like, listen, don't go out there. Because what I would do is I would set a trap, and blah, 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 blah. He leads them down this whole
Psychological rabbit hole of how a Loki works.
And then basically, ipso facto, because I don't remember the whole thing,
Yeah.
he just goes, you almost got me on that one.
He's lying.
He's lying.
He's lying, Overbond. It's okay.
It's okay. And then
Yeah,
he
wow.
got him good.
Got him good.
Yeah. Now, that did not make Mobius happy. He didn't like that. That's deception from a deceiver.
They go back to the TVA, and he
Mischievous scam.
lays it on him.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, because he gets a little talking to from Gugu. Gugu says, hey, what's going on here? Timekeepers are in on this one. What are you doing with this guy? This is stupid. And he's like, you got to trust me here.
I got a good feeling about this variant.
Yeah. And then he goes out, he just rips Loki a new one.
Yeah.
He just gets out there, he's like, you're a fucking idiot. That's exactly what
Basically.
he says.
You're really wedding crashing my day.
It's just he goes out there, he just Loki's like, what
Whoa.
the fuck?
Shit.
Loki goes, the first thing you gotta learn about Loki's is expect the expected. And that was a good line. And then he goes, and they're going back and forth, and basically Mobius is like, I'm gonna say whatever I gotta say to get you to do things, all right? That's how this is gonna work, And they go back and forth, and they're, Loki's trying to outsmart him. Mobius is just like, dude, you're in the way. You know what I mean? You're acting like a Loki. We don't like this. Another thing I forgot to mention, right before they're going to get the Loki, they show all the different kinds of
what I was
Lokis.
just gonna say. And then also they were talking about him making illusions, and he launches into this long drawn out difference as to what's between a projection and an illusion.
Yeah. He knows his spells, man.
He does.
which is important.
Thank you.
Very important.
Thank you, Professor Loki.
Yeah, Professor Loki. And then what happens after Mobius gives him a little talking to? They go back. I think he makes him sit down at the desk.
Oh yeah, he sits at the desk. He starts going through and he reads about Ragnarok.
Yeah, he reads about Ragnarok.
And so then he goes back into
He's
the
all
files.
crying. He's sad. You can, it's got the Asgardian music or whatever. And, yeah, very, very, angelic. 9,000 people died in Ragnarok. Yeah, I didn't know.
Hey, but not all in that timeline. It's any Ragnarok.
That's fair, but there were not very many people. All of Asgard fit on that one ship.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people in Asgard.
And then they got cut in half, too.
Probably more people died in the attack on New York.
It still drives me
more
nuts.
More people definitely died in Sokovia
Yeah.
than died in Ragnarok.
It still drives me beyond fucking nuts that Thanos blew up the ship after killing Loki and getting the Tesseract. Like, where'd the other Asgardians go if you killed half of them?
I would have to, because I think about that a lot, I would have to assume that he probably came on and was like, he'd split him in half like he does in the one scene. And he was like, all right, you all get on a ship. And they're like, no. And he's like, you live. You fucking live right now so I can kill these ones. You live right now. And then
you get on this ship.
And then Valkyrie and Korg were just like, all right, we'll get on the
We'll
ship.
still go to Earth.
All right,
We'll still head to Earth
yeah.
then.
All right. Because, where did they go? Without Thor?
Let's see.
Lots of questions.
Population of Asgard.
Because Asgard, it seems booming, but it also seems like one city on a cloud. So I guess there would be a lot, but
50,000 citizens.
Think
But
about.
after Endgame, their numbers have dwindled to just under 1,000.
I mean, hey, it's a tough life being
Hey, who knows how many Hela killed?
That is a good point. Yeah, Hela did, and she's the goddess of death. Anyway, also shout out to our good friend Lauren Brandt with a killer Hela cosplay that we got a peep at. Stellar. Anyway, he sees Ragnarok, he gets sad, and then he goes to the lady and he says, I need to know everything about the creation of the TVA. Or he needs he need to know about the end, right?
Yeah, he needs to know about the end of time, and then the beginning of time, and then the beginning of the TVA.
Yeah.
And she kept saying, nope,
can't do any
classified.
All
Okay,
that.
what file can I read? And she takes him to the exact same file he was just looking at.
Yep, that's how he finds it. That's
Yeah,
right.
he was, his own file. That's what he was allowed to look at.
Right. Have he and Mobius had the little talk about chaos yet? Okay, cool. Okay, I thought we might have skipped that, which would have been unacceptable. So he finds that, he sees it, he goes to Mobius, who's eating lunch. Mobius is still mad at him. I'm not happy. And so what does Loki do about that? He says, I got an analogy for you. Let me tell you. So he gets his bowl. And he says, if it's, let's say that this is Ragnarok.
Oh, actually, that chaos talk did come before this one.
It did come before this one. Okay, so.
Because it's them sitting at the table, and he's kind of quizzing him about stuff. And he's like, why jet skis?
Yeah. That's why jet skis. And he's like, because most things end up being, they get ruined or they're terrible to begin with or blah, blah. And
For one fleeting moment in time.
in the 90s.
In the 90s.
What does he call it? He says, function and form.
Function
came
and
together
form came
perfectly.
together perfectly in the form of a jet ski.
It just reminds me of what we're doing this for, And then so they go on, they have this little conversation, basically, why are the timekeepers, or why are they doing this? Like, why does this they need to keep this timeline and all this different stuff? He's basically like, because that's how it's supposed to be, that's my reality. That's what we do, and that's how we keep order. And once it's done, we'll all go into a perfect utopia type thing, And Loki's like, he's just kind of, he's not into it, but he's not like, he doesn't hate it. He's just like, okay. What does he say? He's like, right when I start to, think you're really intelligent, you go and say things like this. But then we come back similar to the same cafe.
He's eating his salad.
He's drinking his favorite soda. And Loki's like, all right, I got to tell you. Okay, I have an idea. Here, he takes a salad. He says, this is Ragnarok, right? If Ragnarok, a disaster level event, is going to happen, I can do whatever I want in those final few moments before the event, because it's not going to matter, because that will always be a destruction level event, right? So he starts pouring salt and talk, and then he's like, then he says,
this is me. I come right here.
He's like, this is me. I could push the Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge, which I'm like, how did he know the Hulk was there?
Probably watched a movie more more couple movies.
More
Who
than
knows
we
how
saw,
much
yeah.
has good time has passed.
So he knew, which, you know, again, this is the Loki from the Avengers who, like, you know, the Hulk he should be very afraid of the Hulk. He should not even utter that guy's name. Anyway, and then he's like, you know, what do you say? He said, I could push the Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge.
Loki just kicks back and binge watches the MCU.
That's how he taught Owen Wilson about it. Which I would have loved to hear Tom Hiddleston just go movie for movie throughout the MCU explaining it to Owen Wilson. And Owen Wilson's been,
I don't feel like watching 23 movies, 2 TV shows to prepare for this role.
Can you just tell me about it?
I'm just going to grow a mustache.
That's all I got to do. So yeah, he said, it doesn't matter what the examples are. He pours salt, pours the pepper, and he's like, yeah, you can do whatever I want. Because then, and then he goes to the drink doesn't work. Then he goes and he gets Pillboy's drink. And I just love Pillboy's reaction. He's like, you. He's so great. I'm worried that he's not, like, episode 1 is going to be his most scenes, which is really a bummer.
I know, because he's so great. He's just like always like, oh,
yeah,
come on. I'm not going to forgive you.
He's like really a stumpy torso, long arms. Yeah. He's a very funny looking
I've lived my entire life behind a desk.
So then he pours the drink in there and he goes, it's Ragnarok. Boof. Which, you know, the salad's destroyed. It's over. And then long story short, they get on the same page. He goes like, oh shit, Loki's hiding in these apocalyptic events. Shit, let's go. They go, okay, they have some sort of criteria to narrow it down.
Well, first they go to Pompeii.
They go to Pompeii
to do the
test
example.
it. Yes.
Yeah, and he goes and he starts yelling at all the people, all the stuff about
Be
the future.
free!
Yeah, nothing changed. Everyone still died in Pompeii.
Yep, even Loki and Mobius, right? Or did they disappear?
Oh, they walked back in time, but right before the pyroclastic flow hit.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't want to get caught in ash there. Yeah. Don't want to do that. So then they get back. They're excited. They got a criteria. They narrow it down. They find the spot, which is what's Rox Corp or whatever, Rox Cart. Basically, Walmart in 2050 during in Alabama during
Roxxon Energy
during a huge hurricane, apparently.
Massive.
Like a hurricane that's guaranteed to just basically wipe out Alabama, from what I could interpret from what they were saying. And then he goes to Gugu, and he's like, you should see by the way I'm acting here. When do I ever get this excited? Look at me. I'm chomping at the bit. I'm chomping at the bit.
Chomping at the bit. Wow.
Only Owen Wilson can still say chomping at the bit.
And then the guy from Mythic Quest would just say, it's actually champing. They champ at the bit.
Oh, chomping at the bit. Come on, let's go. And then she lets them go, and they go back in time, and they go to the place, and they walk in, and it's spooky. It's a hurricane. It's not good. And then they split up. Snakeskin lady from Lovecraft Country says, "No, Loki's coming with me. Keeping an eye on him."
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I forgot. It's Ruby, dude. Just say Ruby.
Snakeskin lady's more fun though.
Or you could just say, African lady from Batman vs Superman.
Snakeskin lady.
Smush train lady.
There is not
train smash lady.
There are few scenes in cinematic history that have stuck with me more than the scene where she's having sex with the guy, and then they both shed the skins into the ladies. Yeah, in one shot. It was the ultimate climax. Anyway.
Yikes.
I mean, it happened. So then, but then we go in there, and she goes with him, and then they see a guy who's shopping, and they're like, could that be you? And then Loki's like, I'm dressed better than that, but maybe. Yeah. So they go, and then of course it's Loki. And this thing that I don't think we've ever seen Loki do before, which is this little thing, touch, body drops. Now,
consciousness transfer.
Now she's been Ruby possessed. Is possessed, giving a whole monologue. Loki is talking to Loki in a very clever, unique, fun way.
Yep.
It's cool. Goes.
Well, and I love how casually he's like, "Come on, let's work together. We're Lokis." Yeah. And obviously the other one was just like, "No, we're Lokis. Why would I ever trust you? You fucking moron.
Come on."
What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, are you trying to outsmart yourself?
What kind of weapon are we talking about here?
So then they go transfers to another just random employee. Meanwhile, Mobius finds the lady from the beginning, the soldier, and she's like, I blew it. I told her
about the timekeepers.
I gave away the timekeeper secret. Didn't specify anything yet. So then talking. Bunch of people try to fight Loki as possessed Loki, and gets away. Then all of a sudden, real Loki shows up. She shows up.
She's the variant.
The variant. And she's like, oh, this isn't about you. And then all of a sudden, all the things drop, and the timeline's getting bombed, and everybody's like, oh, fuck, what's going on? And then she opens a portal. She like kind of gives them a look and all that, steps into it, keeps it open for a very long time, just saying, for episode 3 reference. Loki like looks at it, and then Mobius is like, Loki, no! And then
he dives
he
through.
he gets through the portal, and then
Episode 3.
dun, 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 dun.
And that starts off pretty interestingly with it was like that Lady Loki and the soldier lady, they were on a date, and you're just like, whoa, what is this? They have a history? That's interesting. And then now it turns out that she's in her mind, Inception style, going from location to location. And I swear to God, I had a dream about that first location like a week ago, like weird but vivid, and I was interacting with it. It wasn't just that one little spot. It was fucking strange.
Maybe Lady Loki's got your mind.
I'm enchanted?
Yeah.
You're telling me I'm
Right.
enchanted?
Let's just get to that, because that's just she's the Enchantress, 10,000 trillion percent, 100 billion thousand. Yeah.
Yeah, well, her name, like we talked about, not on this.
They talked
but,
about enchantment 40 times.
Yeah, last time we saw each other, it was I said that like Screen Rant did some real digging, and on the Spanish translation, the woman credited for playing her voice actor for the dub. She was credited as playing Sylvie, and so everyone was just like, oh, that's Sylvia, whatever the fuck her last name is, who's the Enchantress.
Are we about to get Jane Thor versus Enchantress?
Yeah, probably.
It's going to be pretty dope. It's going to be cool. Because I like her already, the way they're developing her as like, they're doing a cool thing where now they're basically not, well, I mean, obviously they have to do good guy, bad guy to some extent, but a lot of these characters that they're either bringing in or developing or introducing.
So she's Loki's daughter.
Oh.
Sylvie Laufey daughter.
Which is a really cool way to do it by making her
no,
Loki.
it's not. It's Loki. Or sister. Because Laufey daughter would be Laufey's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Loki.
never mind.
Loki's sister. Oh, wow. And
Or
that's,
just Loki with a different gender.
well, and that's at least what they're doing in this show, I think, which would be the best way, I think, to do it, which is make her a Loki from a different multiverse timeline while you're also bringing in a different Thor from a different timeline, but both in very organic, authentic, real ways to these characters, and then pit them, and you have Thor and Loki going forward, and you don't have to do the Thor and Loki thing forever with these two now, but you still have that in a way that's not bad in any way. It works.
It's pretty impersonal, actually.
Totally works. So I mean, again,
I think. Tell me what you think about this. She is like a mix of June Diane Raphael and Sarah Chalk. Sort of face looks like.
yeah, I could see that. She definitely looked familiar. I don't think I've ever seen her in anything else, but like she definitely had that look.
It's for those reasons.
Yeah.
The June and Sarah.
The June. I'm gonna look for it next time I watch it, because she was great, and I love how like it's like a team up between her and Loki, but like a unfortunately forced one, all that. So going back to the portal, because that's how we reveal she got the information. Then we see her.
Yeah, she has not done much.
Hey, she just started big, so she'll probably do quite a bit going forward. Yeah, and so we're watching the beginnings of a career right now, which is always exciting. Gives you hope. She steps through the portal, gets to the TVA.
She kind of also looks a little bit like Jane Krakowski from 30 Rock.
Yeah, that really is kind of like all three mashed in one.
Yeah. Way to go, lady.
I like her. She's really good.
Born in 1983. Want to take a guess at which date?
November 15th.
Yeah! You share her birthday, Jack.
Hey,
Missed by 12 years.
let's get married. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
cool.
It's 12 years.
Hey,
What's 12 years?
Look at Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay, that dude's he's after all the cougars.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, no.
Can't blame him.
He's doing well. He just got casted inside. He's gonna be Kraven the Hunter.
I just don't get it, man.
It's happening. It's real, and you can't stop it. Avi Arad will not let you. Anyway,
Just let go, Avi. Let go.
no, he started this thing. He's gonna make sure he has his foothold in it. Kevin isn't stealing this from him. Do you think that's how he feels? Do you think he thinks Kevin Feige stole his
Well,
destiny?
the movie's
from him?
being written by Art Markham, who wrote Iron Man and Punisher Warzone, but also he did write Transformers: The Last Night and Men in Black International.
Oof. Two big oofs.
Two dope ones. Because I mean, Punisher Warzone, people may shit on that movie, but it is the most Punisher fucking thing out there. More than John Bernthal. It's cartoonishly violent. It was like they took panels from the fucking comic book.
Right. I like how they rehire, like, these people that have written a lot of bad action movies, bad cinematic, like big bad blockbusters, things that didn't do well. They're the ones that keep writing all the big bad blockbusters.
I
you know?
feel like it's.
They keep getting hired. It's like,
I don't get
'cause
it.
They've
I
done
don't-
it before. No, they haven't.
I think it's because they finished.
yeah.
They finished making a script, and so like we can count on this guy to finish the movie,
Right.
no matter how fucking terribly haphazardly thrown together it is.
Part of it too is probably like, he'll listen to us too if we give him all the notes and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, he's a yes man.
there's a
basically,
system
yeah.
there. Yeah, there's a system in this industry. Anyway, so Loki. And,
So maybe Dave Callahan may be good for Shang-Chi.
Maybe
Depends
yeah.
on who's controlling it.
I'm not sure Marvel's capable of making a bad one at this point. So
That's facts.
yeah, yeah. So then what do we got? We got her. So we got Enchantress. We're just gonna call her Enchantress
Yeah.
from now on. She gets out there.
It's really annoying to say Sylvie.
Yeah, I don't like Sylvie. I like Enchantress.
Say Sylvia.
She gets out there. She fucking whoops up on some TVA people, blasts them into oblivion. And then she goes. She moves to the door. Loki comes out of the portal. He's like, "Wait, I know this locker room. Oh fuck, I'm back here. Wait, I know this locker room."
I know these locker. Ching, ching, ching.
He's got his knives, and he goes
He's got
out
his
there.
dags going.
Yeah, he's got the dags, the Loki dags. And,
Giving it dags.
He goes out there. He sees her. She's whooping ass. Right in front of the big golden door elevators, which we find out is the key that was given away to her by the other lady. And Loki screws it all up. Loki
He blows it, to
Yeah.
put it lightly.
blows it big time. I forget exactly what he does. Do you remember?
So Gugu shows up.
Gugu. That's
She
right.
attacks. He opens a portal and sends them to an apocalypse.
Yes.
And
yes.
then the little time jumper thing after a quick
out of
little
battery.
fight, it out of battery. So they got to find some juice to charge it.
Yep.
And they're stuck on this planet.
It's a bad one.
Or this moon that's about to get smashed by a planet.
Yeah, it's a
And,
bad one.
she says, what is it called? Lamentus 1. It's the worst apocalypse of the ones you could have gone to.
Yeah. We're fucked. It's a big one. So yeah, they do the thing. They get out there and they're like, all right, we need to brainstorm. They go, they see the lady, right? They go to the lady first.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of talking. A lot of walking, talking.
A lot of exposition. Mostly,
Trying to compare Lokiisms and stuff.
Yeah.
Then they go to the farm place.
She's like,
There's
I ain't
one
no Loki.
isolated-
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, don't call me that.
Fucking call me that. I'm Sylvie.
Yeah, I'm Sylvie.
Yeah. No, you're the Enchantress.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
And
be
she
silly.
she goes and she kicks the door open and immediately gets blasted back by some sonic cannon.
Mm-hmm.
This lady's just sitting there waiting for people to come in and just to blast him.
Right.
So then Loki sees a picture of her husband through the window and then decides, I'm going to throw on a little disguise. And
Got
he
this.
turns into her and she's like, oh my God, is that really you? He's like, yeah, I've come back. And then she blasts him too. She's like, I can't remember what she said about her husband.
So he's been dead for like 25 years. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, don't do
He's a
that.
stupid asshole.
Making assumptions.
Yeah.
Stupid fool.
He's not alive still.
Which, like, that is probably the more likely outcome that he died a couple of years ago versus, like, he's been gone or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
You're taking a big risk there, Loki. Anyway.
Big swing. Or he's just taking a big swing that he's off running moon errands.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, she basically is like, all right, you want to get off the planet, you got to get on the train. You know what I mean? You gotta get out of here, whatever. Fuck you guys. She doesn't seem to want to help, but she does.
She's somewhat helpful somehow.
Yeah. So then they keep walking, they keep talking. Now we're learning just a lot more about Loki. You know what I mean? We're not learning much about Sylvie. You know, she's not saying all that much other than like she knows the enchantment spell a lot. She does that quite a
And
bit.
she taught it to herself.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
she
like-
tells him that on the train.
Yeah, so yeah, they get the train. Obviously, wealth disparities abound.
Yeah,
on this
the rich
planet.
people get on the train, poor people get to die.
It's as true. It's a terrible, terrible cycle of life.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but then again, the rich people do die.
yeah, they
Spoiler
do.
alert.
So yeah, they get on the train because Loki puts on, or he, disguises himself in a uniform and he tries to.
Now let me tell you about these two guards.
Yeah.
I was like looking through the cast list and everything, and I was trying to see if there would be any surprise guess while I was watching it, and the fucking names of those two guys were Corporal Hicks and Private Hudson, which I particularly liked because that's Bill Paxton and Michael Biehn in Aliens. That's their character's
really?
name.
Interesting.
Michael Bihn's Corporal Hicks, and then Bill Paxton's Private Hudson. Game over, man. Game over. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He was in an Alien movie, a Predator movie, and a Terminator movie.
Damn.
Remember? He's, fuck you, asshole.
That's right. He was.
Gets his heart ripped out by Arnold.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he gets his spine ripped out by the Predator and then just sacrifices himself to the aliens. Probably has the easiest death in that movie.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
And Twister. I don't know if he fucking survived Twister.
Yeah. And nobody survived Twister.
Yeah. He played Gina Carano's dad in Haywire.
Gina Carano.
That was a really good movie.
Can't say her name.
That's a really
Get in
okay
trouble.
movie.
Yeah. Just kidding.
So I stay with Gina.
Stay with Gina.
I stay with Gina. Gina Carano.
Stay with GC. Anyway, Loki, what's he doing? They get on the train.
They get on the
They
train.
enchant.
And he sits down in the bar cart area, and they start talking. And then she asks about his mom. She didn't know her because Frigga died apparently in that reality pretty young,
Quickly.
pretty quickly.
Quick, and he's like, "Oh, she's the best." And she's.
She showed me all this magic and all this stuff, and I
she's gonna
said,
die.
"Ooh, thunder! That's what
yeah,
that sound
it
was.
is,
We got a storm.
raining right now,
We got a
yeah.
storm going on outside. What the fuck was that? Thunder? 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 But-
Thunder.
Got a thunder? But anyways, he's like, I remember she showed me this magic, and I asked you how she could do that, and you said, "No, you'll be able to do that." And he goes, "Why do you think that?" Because you can do anything. It's just little glimpses into just Frigga was the best mom.
Frigga was the mom that you want.
She
you know
was
what
the
I mean?
mom of
Then
moms.
he
She was
starts
the
shooting
all mother.
fireworks on his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the all mother. She's the all mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all mom.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everyone can be a father, but not everyone can be a dad. Same way anybody can be a mother, but not everybody can be a mom. Like Frigga.
Frigga's the all.
She didn't even have that frost giant freak.
That's right. She raised him.
She raised him
Yeah.
perfectly.
Fucking Catelyn Stark is all like, fuck Jon Snow. I don't know. She's like, I'll take this giant. I'll make him better than any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Any of
exactly.
those.
And look at Catelyn Stark. She got her throat slit in season 2.
Yeah.
Was that 2 or 3?
Now, that being said,
No, whichever. With
this
season
giant
3.
that we are talking about did become a maniac. I mean, he killed a lot of people.
Yeah. So is he like the runt of frost giants?
Probably, I would assume.
Because like he's normal sized.
he's shorter than Thor.
He's shorter than Thor. Yeah, he's normal size, like human size. But then he touches the casket and he turns all blue.
But he is always a giant, even in the mythology. So I guess, yeah, he is a runt pretty much in any way,
Yeah,
shape, or form.
and then if you take God of War into account, the giants weren't necessarily giant.
Did you see the end of the game?
Yeah,
They're all like, the giants. They were all like frozen in the mountains, right?
I didn't know those were giants, but I mean, I was talking like
I thought they were.
from Jotunheim. We're
Yeah.
different than Earth giants.
Oh, right.
Because Faye
Mm-hmm.
turned out to be,
No,
Laufey.
you're right.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But
What?
I spoiled that for myself in the first 5 minutes of playing that fucking game, dude. It made me so mad.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that.
Fell into the trap, dude.
I can't believe I did that. Outrageous. Yeah, they were like normal people size. They just run Jotunheim and they're called giants.
Yeah. Fake advertising. That's what that is. So yeah, Loki, they shoot the fireworks and then she falls asleep, right?
Yeah.
And then she wakes up and he's fucked up.
Oh, he is bombed, dude. And he's dancing and singing. How'd they know the song?
I have no idea. He probably taught them. He'd probably been doing that for hours beforehand.
Oh, and I love it too. She's like, I can't sit with my back to the door. He's like, I can't sit on a train. I can't face backwards on a train.
Right.
And then she's like, well, fucking deal with it. And then she falls asleep anyways.
Yeah, and then he rages, and she's not happy about it because people are like, "Something's up with this guy."
Yeah, he finished a martini.
He's not wearing the uniform.
Smashed the glass. Yeah, where's
The uniform.
Loki? Come on, you got to keep
The uniform.
on to keep the disguise.
The uniform.
Is your whole thing?
She just like transforms into Captain America, like him in Avengers each time.
Yeah. Where's the uniform?
Yeah, where's the?
The uniform.
Yeah, exactly. But I love it too. He has a martini glass and he smashes it down and yells another classic nod to the
best.
Asgardian ways.
That's right. Yeah, he does.
He
says,
was
"No, no."
singing like in Nordic and English.
Yeah,
it was
Hey, Tom
interesting.
Hiddleston's got quite the voice.
He's got pipes,
Yeah,
but
he's
he's
got
also
pipes.
been doing Broadway for a minute.
That's true. That's true. And he dated Taylor
Or
Swift,
at least-
so he picked up some
Really?
tidbits. Yeah, she
Dated
wrote
Taylor Swift.
one of her biggest songs is like about them breaking up or something.
Which song?
I don't remember which one, but
Taylor Swift
I think
song about Tom Hiddleston. I didn't know they dated.
Oh, yeah.
Then again, she just runs through dudes.
it was like a big deal for like a month, and then they broke up, and it was like, yeah, okay, that's how these things seem to go. But yeah.
Hiddleston's song. That's the second thing that comes
Is
up.
it really?
Did Taylor Swift write a song about Tom Hiddleston?
Tom.
It's fair to say Taylor Swift has made hundreds of millions of pounds from her songs about this is English.
You think she's really mad that Loki's killing it? You think she's like one of those people that never forgives someone when they break up?
What?
You think she's one of those people like never forgive someone when they break up?
Yeah.
So she sees Loki.
She's vengeful.
She sees Loki just fucking killing it everywhere, and she's just like stewing. She's so mad.
What is this song? Getaway something? What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me see.
She's a partier.
Getaway Car from her 2017 album.
Pull it up, Hamma Samma.
Oh, we can't play it, Jack. It's Sama Hamma.
Nah, it's Hamma Samma. Anyway, check out DMT on Friday. Well, I guess you would have already heard this by the time this comes out. Anyway, where were we? We were with on the train. Loki's getting fucked up. They get in trouble. Oh, guys come in. They say, hey, who are you? You know, you're not supposed to be here. Fight. Loki and the Enchantress can hold their own. You know, they can kick some ass.
Until two guys just grab Loki and just
Throw
throw
him
him
out the
through the
window.
fucking window.
And then she's like, oh, fuck, he's got the thing. And she jumps after him.
Yep.
They get
Take
out.
the map.
They get out, and it's broken.
Straight broke, dog.
Took a hard fall.
Bro.
She's freaking out. He seems like, hey, you know,
He's fucking hammered,
we'll
dude.
figure this out.
He's
Like, it's
wasted.
cool. And then they sit down, and they
That's the
get that-
optimism of a drunk dude.
That's drunk Asgardian. Drunk Jotun. And then they look out at the sky, and they're like, all right, what do we do? Okay, well, maybe we can get to the ship, right? The ship always takes off. We take over the fucking ship. She's like, the ship always gets destroyed. He's like, we take over that thing. We get out of here. We'll be fine. She's like, it's really the only plan we have, so fuck it. Let's go. So they get moving. They get grooving. Talk more.
More.
Get to town. Go to town.
Yeah, oh, she does that magic scream.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then sits down. He's like, "Did that scream make you feel better?"
Yes, it did actually.
Cool.
And then
It was like, we got to make sure this ark gets off this planet. It blows up, but we're gonna get it off this planet. They get into town. More blue helmeted dudes.
fucking blue helmet goons.
I loved the aesthetic of the town. I liked everything in this planet.
Yeah,
it was
this
so
planet looked
neon, super groovy, cyberpunk feeling.
Well, I'm glad that we're sticking around for a little longer. Spoiler alert. But
I'm not.
yeah, well, I mean, we'll see the plot aspects.
I think this is why it has the lower rating of the 3 episodes so
Because of
far.
this ending?
Because of the cliffhanger. Like, how dare they leave us on a cliffhanger like
it's
that?
the middle of the show.
I know, but
Give it
how
a week.
dare they?
Sit
There
in
was
it.
no O-dubs in this episode.
That is true. Yeah. There was no TVA really. Oh well, then they showed up at the beginning.
Yeah, and then
but
Gugu.
other than that, Gugu
comes
make an
at 'em.
appearance. That's
Gugu
why
comes
she's
at
number
'em.
3 on the billing. But yeah, so then they They get to town. I forget exactly. It just starts. The apocalypse just starts, right? Like that's what makes them kind of kick into high gear because like these things start coming and like, oh fuck.
It's just like starts slow asteroids, and all of a sudden the planet cracks open and launches even bigger asteroids at it.
Right. All that stuff.
So the visuals were bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, it looked amazing, and I think that was all one shot where they were running through the town.
No, you could tell where the shots cut, but it was filmed in a way that it was like a progressive shot.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when they had that explosion kicking back and then it was all foggy, that's when the cut happened. You know, there was another one. Where was it? I can't remember, but it was like the camera looked like it rolled down and then back up. You know, and that's where they cut. They did a Birdman style, basically.
Yeah. And it was cool. It was amazing. They get through. They get to the ark. Wow, they get close to the ark.
Yeah.
And then the ark.
Not even really that close.
Within eyesight of it.
Yeah.
And it explodes.
Boom, big old asteroid.
And then Sylvie turns and it's just like, I forget exactly what she says, but
I can't remember. But
she's
like,
she's basically like, oh fuck, you know. Yeah. Most of the reactions.
And Loki's just like,
Fucking whoops.
and then, ta-da, end of episode.
yeah. When that happened, I was like,
Yeah.
that's where they're gonna leave us for a week.
That's where they're gonna leave us.
What the
That's
hell,
what they're gonna do,
man?
That's what they're gonna do.
Why'd you take my phone?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
What? Are you just? Is this like an? Is this like an intention thing, or what's going on here?
You stole my phone right in front of the camera. We have cameras, you know.
Steal a phone?
Are you trying to be a god of mischief right now?
No, dude. I'm just a mischievous scamp.
A mischievous camp?
Mischievous scamp.
Mischievous camp.
Mischievous scamp.
Mischievous. Why am I fucking that up? Mischievous scamp.
Mischievous scamp.
But you just like ran those words together. It sounds like
scamp.
mischievous scamp.
Mr.
Mischievous scamp. Mr. Miscamp.
That's called improv.
Report to the principal's office. Report to the principal's office.
Dude, how about those Phoenix
You're
Suns,
in
dude?
trouble. Jack, if you wanted to talk about the fucking Phoenix Suns, you should have done it on DMT. This is DMT Reviews. We're not reviewing the NBA Finals.
It's the NBA Conference Finals, dude.
I know, but they'd still
It's,
they've still been
who would it
putting
be?
the woods on.
Do you have the? Actually, this could apply the MCU thing.
Oh yeah, the MCU
I just want to check
bracket.
in. Oh, I forgot to do. You sent me that picture.
Yeah, we haven't really worked on it. So,
or no, I was gonna do it for the football thing.
the Suns were Guardians 1,
Guardians
which connected into the
Or the Clippers.
Yeah, it's the Suns and the Clippers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so the Clippers are Black Panther. So that's Guardians of the Galaxy versus Black Panther for this series.
What if T'Challa was Star-Lord?
Yeah, and then
That's what this is.
Infinity War versus is it the Sixers?
No,
Or
it's the Hawks.
Okay, so it's Infinity War versus Homecoming.
Oof, what a big task. Wait,
Yeah.
who is the Infinity War?
Nets.
Oh, the Nets lost, dude.
Did they?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know how they lost?
So it's Ragnarok versus Homecoming.
Yeah, so that's a good little slate. Those are some solid
All
flicks,
right.
solid solos. The and that's why I really actually like the NBA playoffs, which we won't get into. But I want to tell you how the Nets lost, because I'll probably forget to ever tell you this. It was basically like a last-second shot by Kevin Durant. If he had hit a 3, I think they would have gone up by 1, but he hit a 2. No, because that would have tied it. It would have tied it if he had hit a 3, but his toe, his toe is literally like right on the line. Last shot, last second, made it, drained it, fucking killed it. But he was a millimeter off, and they lost.
That's amazing.
And now the Bucks are playing the Hawks, and they lost.
Fuck
game
the
1.
Nets.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
I loved it. It was amazing.
Hell yes.
It's pretty crazy, man.
Hell yes.
Basketball's good right now.
See, I just
like it a lot.
assumed.
It's the Bucks, the Hawks, the Clippers, and the Suns.
That's a great slate. Those
Yeah.
are teams that you never hear about.
I want to get a hat of all of them. Yeah, I don't care who wins now. Like this, just make it go 7-game series and make every game by 3 points. Let's do it.
Jack,
May
let's
the best
be-
man win.
Let's be well, LA team for sure, Clippers. But let's be
Kind of leaning Bucks, because if the Bucks don't,
I was gonna say Bucks.
if the Bucks don't win this, Giannis is gonna go to like L.A. or New York, and it's gonna be a problem. But if they win, we at least get one more year.
It never dawned on me that it's Brooklyn Nets now.
Yeah.
So it's a New York and LA team. They're
And
the two
Knicks
pile-on
are
fucking
the Knicks are
teams.
pretty awesome too. So apparently, out of nowhere, they're just suddenly great again. But you know, again, we're gonna enjoy this last couple months of basketball. We're gonna love the last 3 episodes of Loki, dude. Because I was talking to one of my clients who's super into this, and she said Tom Hiddleston said shit doesn't even start getting crazy till episode 4 and 5. So. We're about to get to the real stuff.
Yeah, when we hit episode 4, it's going to be like,
welcome to the dance floor, boys.
The War Machine's showing up. He's actually going to do it this time.
yeah, he just shows up in Loki.
They tease War Machine appearances in every show.
Yeah, he's getting his show. Armor Wars is fixing to be sick.
I want Don Cheadle to become the new Robert Downey Jr. of the MCU.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I would love it.
He would do it too.
He's in Space Jam. He can run a show.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, why is my ear so itchy? It's because I wear these earbuds.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit of podcasting, bro.
My God,
let's go get some dinner or something. You know what?
Dude, I want to eat.
Yeah, I gotta eat, dude.
Yeah, I gotta eat, dude.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
I gotta eat.
Big
dude.
dog gotta eat.
I gotta eat. All right, yeah, like, rate, subscribe, tune in next week for episode 4 of Loki.
Yeah.
And then, let's check out bestworstcantina.com. We just released the Dad's album.
Okay, Spotify.
Yeah. Good Kids. Oh yeah, there you go. You know it. You know how we do a show. I'll lower it a little bit. But Good Kids, Dad City. You asshole. As I'm speaking, you just raise the volume.
I had to just, I had to time everything right.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's Good Kids, Dad City with 2 A's. It's really funny. It's really fun. It's a road trip with the dads. And we may or may not be
Who is the
those
greatest
dads.
dad? Who is the champion of dad? Holla.
Yes.
Get on it.
Find that out and more on Good Kids, Dad City. Now streaming.
Will Dave Garrison get to his daughter?
Yeah.
Will he do it in time?
Will Dave Sampson be the best lawnmower? Will Dave Jackson be the best grill master?
I don't know.
Questions.
I don't know.
We have questions. We have theories.
Head to Spotify right now, listen to the whole damn thing, and find out for yourself.
Yeah, get it go.
Yeah.
And follow me at SammyB_DMT on all platforms, and Jack at Silverback Sasquatch 1162 on Instagram, and we're at DMTPcast, both on Instagram and at gmail.com. Send us an email if you want us to watch something and then comment on it. We can do that. We're chill. We're dope. Otherwise, take it sleazy, Mayor McCheesy.
Love you, Sam Hamels. JK. Love you guys.